We've been looking each week at sections of Psalm 23. And once again, we're going to read the whole psalm through together. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Each week we're looking at one verse or so, and today it's the tremendous verse 4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. There are periods in our lives where we must walk through dark valleys, and surely this is such a time. David, who wrote this psalm, would have known of the great dangers of dark valleys. For much of his life he was a soldier, and of course dark valleys hid enemies on either side waiting to pounce. What was true for soldiers was also true for sheep. Predators could be lurking in the shadows. And now we face our own global dark valley as the coronavirus continues to have its impact. It's already caused terrible devastation around the world, as well as here in the UK. And there's a sickening feeling that we've still got quite a way to go. Yes, we're in a dark valley. It's already caused economic turmoil and massive social disruption. And of course, we're fearful for our health and fearful for the health of those we love. The old version of this psalm speaks of the valley of the shadow of death. And many of us have sensed the looming darkness as a shadow. Perhaps as never before, we've been forced to confront our own mortality. Yes, we're conscious of many dangers looming as we set out on the week ahead. But let's be amazingly comforted by these great words. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. I love the story of the native Indian boy who, as part of an initiation ceremony, was forced to spend the whole night in the forest alone. And he was terrified. He heard the rustling of the leaves in the trees, the distant howling of the wolves. He didn't sleep at all. But then at last dawn began to break. He heard a twig crack. He looked up in fear, and then from behind a nearby tree emerged his father with a warm smile on his face. He'd been there throughout the night, making sure that no harm came upon his boy. And we too can be sure that in the darkness we face, our good shepherd is with us. We can't see him. We often can't feel him. But he is there. He's there with a rod in one hand, a club to guard us from enemies, a staff, a crook in the other hand to guide us, preventing us from wandering off course. He doesn't promise to shield us from the troubles that may come with COVID-19. Christians, along with everyone else, are facing financial difficulties, anxiety, illness, and death. But we can be sure that no ultimate harm can come to us. Jesus is the Good Shepherd who laid down his life for the sheep. And having paid the greatest possible price to bring us into his flock, we can be sure that he'll never let us go. So let's be encouraged as we face a new week and the weeks ahead. with so many uncertainties. If we put our trust in the Lord Jesus, He is with us every step of the way in this life, and then through death and into eternity beyond. Those words again. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me.